I'll tell you who I am. You're grossing me out.
Yeah.
PDA. Which is Gandhi and her new boyfriend. They're still kind of freshly discovering each other's bodies.
I guarantee they know everything about the bodies.
Well, as you've seen, Danielle, they explore each other with their tongues, and we watch the whole thing.
I call it sucking face in public. That's
what do you mean your objection? What objection do you have?
There's no tongue. I know that for a fact.
I saw tongue. I saw tongue. I saw tongue.
And then Scary's talking about there was no tongue.
Tongue.
Scary said we were getting hot and heavy, which I'm not even sure what that means.
I don't get angry.
Over by the cabana.
I get jealous. I don't get angry.
Well, look, I love it. But, it doesn't bother me. PDA doesn't bother me as much as it does people around me. I know that people get very uncomfortable. Like Kayla, for instance. Hi, Kayla.
Hey, guys.
Hi. So what is it about people who are making out in public? What is it about that just makes you uncomfortable?
So I guess what it is for me is when you see people all over each other, then all I'm doing is picturing what they're doing behind closed doors if they're that comfortable doing that out in public.
Wow.
Well, that's a you thing.
Yeah.
You're the one picturing it.
Okay, so but Kayla, you will agree there are different stages of PDA. There's holding hands while walking,
right?
And then there's a little kiss on the cheek, and then there's the people who are just practically dry humping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And they are so unaware of anything else going on in the world around them. Mm-hmm. Like you're almost afraid
they're completely unaware of people.
Yeah, you're afraid they're going to get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hello, come up for air. So, I mean, but you're okay with hand holding in public, right?
Maybe growing up, they always put it in our mind, like if you're sucking face with somebody out in public and you are in that stage of where you don't even realize who's around you or what's going on, it's almost a little trashy.
Heavy petting.
Oh.
Well, Kayla.
Okay, so Kayla, so if it's not hand holding, how about just a little kiss on the cheek and that's it? That's okay, right?
Yeah, that's okay. Kiss on the cheek, hand on the back,
Are you okay when they shove the hand in the back pocket?
Yeah, we don't.
Not really.
Yeah, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
I actually feel bad for people who are in relationships who don't have any type of PDA whatsoever. If there's not a little hand squeeze or a kiss on the cheek, I'm like, what, do you guys even like each other?
Okay. All right, well, that's one way of looking at it. But on the other hand, if you see a couple and they are just googly-eyed all into each other without even being aware of anything around them, where it's almost as if you kind of wish they would just take it to a private space because they each deserve that. But I feel like we're watching something that we shouldn't be watching.
Right, it's like porn out in public.
Exactly, public porn. You know what, Kayla? Yeah, you hit nail on the head. Public porn.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Her threshold for porn is very low.
Oh, God. All right, well, Kayla, thank you for your thoughts. I hope you have a nice weekend, okay?
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. I remember we had a couple over at our house one time, and it was he, and her boyfriend were just making out. And I said, hey, get a room. And she stopped kissing him. She looked up. She said, this is a room?
Yeah.
I mean, it's my living room.
She's right, though. It is a room.
It's a room. I would like to say, I still object. There was no tongue. There was no hand roaming. We held each other's hands. We do kiss with no tongue. And we just chill. We like each other.
He didn't grab your boob?
No. God, in public?
Okay.
No way.
I'm just asking.
We see that all the time.
What about booty grabbing?
New booty grabbing?
He might grab my booty
But sometimes you'll be in a restaurant where you can't get away because you have a meal coming, you're having cocktails with friends, whatever. You're stuck there. Yeah. And there's a couple in the booth next to you, and they are practically going at it. And there's nothing you can do.
I love it. I applaud them.
Okay.
Get it.
You want to have dinner next to someone who's over there, like, dry humping.
Well, so here's the thing, right? There are no laws against eye pollution because you can just look away. Yeah. You're not forced to look at it. What do you mean there's nothing you can do? Of course there is. Close your eyes. Look away. Let them have their fun.
All right. Can't do it. Can't do it. Hello, Jackson. What's going on?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Jackson.
Morning.
Welcome to Friday. So you draw the line where when it comes to PDA?
If you're starting to dry hump and you look like you're ready to start, having
thrusting.
Yeah, that's where I draw my line. Like, hold hands, kiss, have a little make out. Hey, me and my girlfriend even fool around now, like grab her from behind and hump her once as a joke. I've totally done that. But, like,
you definitely have a line then.
As long as one hump.
I know.
Honestly, like, if things start looking a little more on the serious end and you're making those kind of eyes, it's like, all right. Now it's just like, okay, I don't want to see you guys.
I'm with you. Okay. Yeah, it's the eye contact that freaks me out a little bit.
Hey, 2 humps is way too many humps, guys.
Let me set the scene for you. Let me set the scene.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm a little tired. I just came off a 12-hour shift as an EMT.
Well, we love you, Jackson. Thank you very much. I hope you get at least one hump this weekend. Okay, let me set the scene for you. You're sitting there having dinner, and in the booth next to you, he is nose to nose with her and just staring her in the eyes.
Yeah.
His hands are caressing her hairline, and she's got one finger in her hair and twirling it. And all they're doing is not even talking. They're just staring at each other's eyes. And then he goes in for a tongue kiss, then comes out of it, and goes back in.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you think that's a bit much for the restaurant?
I think I like the first part of it where he's twirling her hair and they're gazing into his eyes. That's hot, but the tongue, shoving the tongue is too much.
Yeah, I don't want to see tongue. I'm fine.
No.
I
No
get
tongue.
that. No tongue. Watch your hands. Fine.
Hi, Mateo.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing okay. So you've dated a lot of prudes in your life, and finally you now have a girlfriend. You now have a girlfriend who is willing to make out with you in public, and you love it. Talk about that.
I'm 38 years old. I got out of a marriage a couple years ago that was not great, and just met this girl. Been together for about a year, and we make out all the time. We all about the PDA. It's pretty much the greatest thing.
Okay.
Ever done.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So who are we to take that away from Mateo? He finally is in a relationship where he can hang out with someone he really truly loves being with. And who are we to say, hey, stop doing that in public? I'll tell you who I am. You're grossing me out.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's your world too, Mateo. So, what are we to do?
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys, because I've been listening to your show for as long as I can remember. And
Thank you.
It's great to talk to you guys.
But next time I see you guys humping, I'm calling the dog catcher.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right. Thank you, Mateo. And congratulations on having a successful relationship now. I want love.
Thank you.
I want everyone to be able to love someone.
I'm never going to make out with him ever in front of you guys.
Good.
Again.